What up, homies? What up? What up? What up? We in the building. It's your homie, Mr. BOA, back once again. Ready to rock out with the homies again, man. Do it how we do it. Whoa, let me kill that playback there a little bit. Bam. Knock that on out, man. Go ahead and turn this volume down on the mic a little bit. The Ray Vicious is in the building. What's good, homie? See you in the joint. And here trying to live it, man. The homie West Coast Heritage is in the building. What's good, homie? Fred Perriman is in the building. What's good, homie? Yeah, no doubt, bro. Appreciate you being in here, Fred. We're gonna go ahead and rock this thing out, man. Get it physical right quick. Great show lined up for the day, man. Get the homies a few minutes. Get in here. If you're in here, homies, go ahead and hit the thumbs up right quick. Hit the like button, man, while you're in here, man. I've got 17 watches so far. I got 6 likes, man. That means that somebody's coming in not hitting the thumbs up, man. Let's from moving forward. Let's make it a prerequisite that when you come into the stream, man, just go ahead and hit the like button. You know, just do it just because it should be done, man. Gonna get the people a few minutes to slide up in here, man. I know it's around lunchtime in most places, a little bit after in other places, but we gotta do right now, man. I took this entire week off from training my clients, man. Well, the second half of the week, Wednesday through Friday, man. I took it off so I can, catch up on. There's just some things I need to be taken care of, man. So I'm trying to do that right now. Ghost and Wild Black, I appreciate the super chat, homie. What's good with you, my brother? Good to see you in the building with us. Derek Yamil is in the building. What's up, homie? Derek Yamil is in the building with us right now. Yeah, man, there's a PayPal link right there. Take one. Go donate what you can there, man. Not make no demand on no one, No demand on no one. Do what you can, man. Man, the cut is coming along, bro. It's coming along, man. It's man, I'm down to losing 1 pound a week now, though, man, because I have got to be above 200 pounds. I got to be at least 200, man, when I get lean, man. And so I saw myself losing too fast. I was going to end up at about 193, 194. So I scaled back, man, and up my calories a little bit to lose 1 pound a week, man. So it's coming, bro. It's coming. Literally, when I come out of this, man, I want to be beast mode because I want to be I want to have the most impressive physique of any vegan on the platform. Hell, in the world. I want to have the best vegan physique in the world, man. Like the best physique that was created vegan, not the vegan with the best physique that was created on a vegan diet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going for, man. And I feel like if I can be like ripped, if I can be whole ready at over 200 pounds at 6'1", if I can be whole ready at like 204, 205, man, that's going to be the most impressive vegan physique anywhere. Because if you whole ready at 205, man, you got some muscle on you, bro. And that's what I'm trying to do, man. China White is in the building. What's good, Shot? T Studio, the only China I make sure to tune into. That's what's up, homie. I appreciate that, homie. The Ray Vision said beast mode, BOA, aka Bobby Stay Lean. Real talk, man. And when I get lean this time, brother, I'm gonna hang out there for a while. At least probably at least a good 4 or 5 months before I even do a mini bulk. Like I really don't even feel like bulking anymore ever again in my life, man. Derek Yamil, I want to learn more about the vegan diet. Yo, y'all answer this for me, man. I got another channel, man, Nubian King Vegan, that I got some uploads on as far as vegan meal planning and all that. But it's tough, man, to try to manage 2 channels, man. You see, AMS, man, had AMS Fitness, man. He don't even upload on that joint no more. It's hectic, man. Try to maintain 2 channels. So I've been thinking about, man, just having that content over here, but it don't get a lot of views over here, man. So what y'all think, man? Y'all would y'all be cool, man, with supporting that type of content over here, man, the vegan content? Because it is a part of the alpha lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And this channel is an alpha lifestyle channel. So Jay Stacks is in the building. What's good, homie? So, you know, it's one of those things, man. I'm just I don't want to try to maintain 2 channels and then I end up falling off on that channel. Like I did, man. I tried it for like a month. Man, it's hectic, man, trying to do uploads for 2 channels, man. Because this is the thing. Not only do you have to try to figure out the analytics for 2 channels. It's not just the upload schedule. You got to figure out the analytics for 2 channels, man. And that's crazy. Dre Raphael, what's good, homie? There's a right way and a wrong way to eat a vegan diet. There is definitely a wrong way to eat a vegan diet. You know, all vegan diets are not created equal. I agree with you 100%, Dre Raphael. Because there's people out here, man, that's getting 3,000 milligrams of sodium every day because they're eating plant-based snacks. They're eating protein bars and all type of veggie bars and fruit bars and all that. Man, I have not seen a bar, not one single bar, that has less than 160 milligrams of sodium. So if you eat 2 of those a day, man, listen, sodium is what holds that water on you, man. If you keep that sodium low, then it's easy to stay shredded, man. That sodium I had you, man, looking fluffy as a fool, man. Like, listen, if I was a meat eater, man, this is what my diet would consist of. I eat fish, rice, oatmeal, and green leafy vegetables. I would never eat no chicken. I would never eat no beef. I would never eat no turkey. I eat fish, rice, oatmeal, and green vegetables. That's all I'd eat every single day. And if I was like in a rush to go somewhere, I use a protein powder, vegan protein powder. But other than that, man, I wouldn't do it. Like that's my diet. You have to keep your diet simple. The more complicated your diet is, the more things you add to it, the less likely you are to stick to it. You got to keep it clean and lean, man. I just say, like when I prepare vegan meals, man, it be simple dishes that everybody already eat. I see vegans, man, they try to throw all this complicated looking stuff together that you can't even fix at home. They try to look like vegan chefs. I'm not a vegan chef. I'm a cook. A cook and a chef, difference between a cook and a chef is a cook is about supplying nutrition in this food. A chef is about presentation and making you feel like you should pay more for this dish. I'm a cook, not a chef. China White, I appreciate the super chat. China White said, "Where's Big Fat Bob?" Big Fat Bob, man, Big Fat Bob, he's gone now, but Bobby Staley ain't quite here yet, but Big Fat Bob, he gone. You know what I'm saying? We ain't Big Fat Bob. We kind of like, we fluffy Bob right now. We not quite lean Bob right now. To my west, where's Big Fat Bob? In your mouth? Don't play with me in here, China White. King David, Lone Wolf is in the building. What up, Wolf? Good to see you in the joint, homie. The homie Hollywood Hawkins is in the building. Pay much respect to the man with the wrench, the cool laid-back dude with the wrench. Don't make him turn to the Grinch by coming here with that beta male simp shit. He will get you out of here. And I'm telling you, he don't play no games about it. So I'm telling you now, man, doesn't matter who you are. If you cross the line to the beta male simp man, John the Talk, man, Hollywood is going to give you the boot. He's going to do it. And he has the green light. Dre Raphael, you think soy is okay? Man, I'll never eat soy, bro. I stay the hell away from soy. At all cost, I avoid soy. I label read everything. And if it's processed in a facility that processes soy, I don't eat it. So you see how clean my diet has to stay? My meal prep is based on just eating clean and lean because I'm going to avoid soy. I'm going to avoid high sodium content. Now, In some instances, I will use high sodium content. Let me tell you the crazy thing about vegetable soup. If you make a homemade vegetable soup, even if you use a like Garden Veggie has a vegan bouillon cube that I use, that thing's got 880 milligrams of sodium in it by itself. I put one in there, but it makes a whole pot of soup. So I'll eat that. But it's something about those vegetables being in there, man. Those vegetables use that sodium as well. So if you get your vegetables, it's almost like those vegetables neutralize that sodium, man. So it's not like eating it in a bar when you do it like that. So soup, I mean, soup is a terrific thing to eat, man. I eat soup every day. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I eat soup every day. I keep some soup. And so like either my first meal of the day or last meal of the day is going to be soup because it's something, man, that is very nutritious and it has health benefits, man. Like soup is just hot soup is very beneficial to you, man, health wise, man. So if you'll be cool with me, man, getting into vegan content on this channel, put a one in the chat. If you feel like you rather support that on another channel, put a two in the chat. For vegan content on this channel, put a one. For vegan content on my other channel, the Nubian King Vegan, put a two. And then we'll get into this thing. My city is in the building. Monsoon Armstrong's in the building. What up, Soon? Papadre 123 is in the building. I see you caught that one, Ghost and White Black. I see you caught that one, man. Sharif Ukda, all right, another channel. Sharif says another channel. DeRay Vicious says another channel. J Stack says another channel. China White, don't know what she's saying. Okay, Sharif Ukda says one. One is for this channel. Two is for another channel. Okay, Sharif Ukda says one. Papadre says one. J Rock says two. J Rock is in the building. What's good, homie? Ukda is in the building. What up, Sharif? Masoon says one. Derek Yamil says one. Sharif said don't matter. Yeah, I see, man. You put a two, then put a one, man. I said, man, Sharif don't care, man. They don't really care which one. All right, cool, man. Cool. Fred Perryman one. I'm glad y'all saying one, man, because I'm telling you, it's hell, man, trying to maintain a second channel, man. It's rough. If until you really start doing this, man, with regular uploads, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My upload schedule is crazy. Even doing these live streams, because I don't just come on here and freestyle my live streams. I have specific points that I want to make in my streams, man. Jamera Mack is in the building. What's good with you, bro? So y'all join me at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, man. I'm going to come back on at 3 p.m. I'm coming on 3 times today. I'm coming on now. I'll be back on at 3 p.m. And I'll be back on at 9 p.m. I forgot my topics, though. Let me go over here, man. Let me pull up this other channel so I can tell you what my topics are. Because I forgot, homies. I forgot. I ain't lying to you. Okay, here's what we got. At 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, man, the show is going to be about the 5 steps to being on your purpose. We hear being on your purpose a lot. But there are steps to being on your purpose. You can't just wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to be on my purpose. So I'm going to talk about the 5 steps to being on your purpose. Then tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to talk about why I support President Trump, as all men should. Again, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to discuss the 5 steps to being on your purpose. And at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, we're going to discuss why I support Donald Trump, why I support President Trump, as all men should. Be there or be banned from the Alphasphere, man. All these shows are going to be lit today, starting with this one right now. Let's get into it, man. Yeah, alpha and vegan. I feel like, man, being living a plant-based lifestyle is part of the alpha lifestyle, man. The alpha lifestyle is about longevity. So, you know, you have to. Now, granted, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, man, that you're gonna die young, man, if you incorporate fish into your diet. Like I said before, man, the majority. So let's not talk about a vegan diet. We'll talk about a plant-based diet. Not even the majority, none of the centenarians alive today eat a pure plant-based diet. They all eat fish. They all eat fish. Not every day, but they all eat fish. All centenarians, whether they're Asian, black, white, all centenarians, which is people who live, who are over 100 years old, they all eat a pescatarian diet. But the only meat they eat is fish. They don't eat no seafood, none of that crap. They eat fish and vegetables. That's all they eat. So that tells you a lot. If your ass want, and listen, and none of them are bedridden or anything like that. These people still get around. Most of the men still drive themselves around. All these people live by themselves. So we're talking about over 100 years old living by themselves, when especially black, the majority of black men die in their 50s, man. So I'm telling you, man, there's something to it. People can say what they want to say. If your ass is 30 years old, you don't know shit about telling me how to live long. You 30. If you're 40 years old, you don't know shit about telling me how to live long. My granddad died at 93 years old. You can't tell me nothing about living long. Somebody that's lived long can tell me about living long, but if you in your 30s, 40s, even your 50s, man, you can't tell me nothing about living long. Get past the life expectancy for a black man, then tell me how to live long. Get in your 80s, 90s. Let me tell you something. I got a client right now, man. He's 83 years old. Right now, he's 83 years old. He eat a sausage biscuit from McDonald's every day of his life. Now, granted, he is white, so he don't get the curses from eating pork that we get. When the Most High said, "You shall not eat of the swine," he wasn't talking to the world. He was talking to us. That was something that we have to do. We have to not eat pork. They can eat pork and be 100 years old. We can't. So I'm telling you what's real out here, man. One hell of a guy is in the building. What's good with your homie? So just to be real, you hear a lot of vegans, man, but go on Instagram, look at all the vegans, all of them young. You got some older ones, you got some that's 60, 70 years old, but most of them are women. There ain't no real old man vegans, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no real old man vegans. The oldest man, like Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi died in his 80s. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory died in his 70s. We ain't talking about men who got to be old. You know, yeah, they older. I think, man, when you hit triple digits, man, then you old. You OG when you hit triple digits. And I want to live to be 120 years old. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's what I want. So, you find it funny, man, how in the New Testament, man, they say, God told a man that his days will be 120 years. Then you get in the New Testament, they tell you, man, your day will be 407. That's 87. You know why? Because they eliminated the Old Testament. They eliminated all of the laws that would keep you, preserve you. So now in the New Testament, you can eat whatever the hell you want to eat. You eat it, and then you die at 87. When if you don't eat it, you live to be 120 years old. I'm telling you what I'm going to do, man. What they going to do is on them. All right, let's get into this, man. Today's topic, man, on the High Alphatude Show with your host with the most, Mr. BOA, is how to stay level-headed through the BS. This is a topic, man, that was requested by a Patreon subscriber, man. And I decided it was a great topic, man. It was actually just requested today. And so I came on with it, man. So this is the gift from the Most High, man. I just came on with it. So let's talk about it, man. There is always some obstacle standing between you and the success you strive to achieve in any particular aspect of life. In today's episode of the High Alphatude Show with your host with the most, Mr. BOA, we discuss several alternative methods available to those interested in staying level-headed through the BS. Now, when I say alternative methods, I'm talking about methods besides getting high, getting drunk, doing other drugs, doing whatever you need to do, using some type of self-medication to keep yourself focused, to keep yourself level-headed through the BS. Now, what is the BS that we're talking about? We're talking about trials and tribulations. We're talking about struggles. We're talking about overcoming obstacles. We're talking about dealing with haters. We're talking about dealing with negative naysayers. We're talking about dealing with people who try to intentionally hold you back. We're talking about dealing with family members who are leeches. We're talking about dealing with family members who are double leeches. We're talking about dealing with ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends who can't let go. We're talking about dealing with baby mama, baby daddy drama. We're talking about anything that comes to you in your life that causes you to sing the Marvin Gaye song, make me want to holler the way they do my life. Anything to make you want to sing that, man. Anything that make you say, whoa, oh, mercy, mercy me. Anything to make you want to sing that, man. These are the type of things that we are dealing with in today's society. And the majority of us, the reason why the majority of society is getting so high, so drunk, partying so much, smoking so much weed, doing so much crack, popping so many pills, drinking so much liquor, is because they don't understand how to stay level-headed through the BS. Ken Wood is in the building. The homie Ken Wood is on deck. What up, Ken Wood? Lance Payton. Lance Payton is in the building. I don't know if I shout out one hell of a guy, but if I didn't, there is one hell of a guy in the building, man. And I appreciate you being in here, bro. So let's get into this, man. There are a number of things that you can do to make sure that you stay level-headed through the BS. The problem is most of these things require you pushing people away from you, the people that you're used to. You see, just because you're used to someone being around you does not mean that they have positive energy that they bring into your life. You're just used to them. And we all like comfort. We're comfortable with familiarity. The things we're familiar with make us comfortable because there is no surprise, there is no guesswork in the familiar. That is why someone would stay in a dead-end job that is not giving them a chance to advance for years because it is familiar. That's why someone will leave that job, go get a better paying job, and end up coming back to that job because it is familiar. No one who has ever achieved any level of success in this world has done that by sticking to the familiar. There is no risk taking in familiar, and successful people in every walk of life take risk. Christopher Sanders is in the building. What's good, bro? In tune with the book, homie. In tune with the book. And you know what? That's a great question, man. Christopher Sanders just started following me, man. I appreciate you following me. Appreciate you joining the Alpha Sphere. His question is, are you religious or in tune with the book? That's a hell of a way to put that, man. Here at the Book of AlphaRonomy, brother, we are in tune with the book. We're in tune with the book. Religion is not our thing here. As a matter of fact, if you are religious, you probably don't need to be here on my Sunday sermon show, which airs at about 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every Sunday. Be there or be banned from the Alpha Sphere. Sometimes I do religion kind of dirty over there. Yeah, I talk kind of bad about the whole religious process over there, man. So we're in tune with the book over here, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. Now let's get into this. The number one thing that you must do, well, not the number one thing you must do, number one on this list, not number one if I had to rank them. But the first thing you must do is focus on controlling the things that you can and ignoring the things that you can't. The serenity prayer is such an old idea. It is such an ancient idea, but the majority of us do not even think about the serenity prayer every day as we're going through our trials and tribulations. God, grant me the serenity to change the things that I can. God, grant me the strength to change the things that I can. The serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. And the wisdom to know the difference. If you cannot control something, it is complete and total waste of time to focus any energy on that thing. Focusing on things you cannot control would do nothing but bring you stress to your life. So if you're in a relationship with someone and it is a terrible relationship and it is stressing you the hell out, you can't control what that person does, but you can control if you stay in that situation. Control the thing that you can. If you can control leaving, leave. It doesn't matter what you leave. If you stay, you're going to lose your life. You may not lose your physical life and die and be put in the grave, but you will lose your life focus, your life purpose. You will lose the zeal for life. When you lose the zeal for life, you might as well be dead. And the things you cannot control, man, don't even worry about those things. You see, I cannot control what someone says. You know, I'm transparent with you fellas, man. I'm with the Alpha Sphere, I keep it 100. I told you, man, when I became a full-time content creator. There are people out here who are gonna say, well, you know, you blah, well, you know, if you're this and you're that. I heard a guy say recently, say, man, how you gonna listen to somebody who ain't got a whole lot of money? When he first started on the platform, he was talking about how he was living in his grandma's basement trying to build his business. You see, you have to stay 100 with yourself. You have to always stay focused on your struggle. Because if not, you'll find yourself in that same damn struggle again. Punchline Jones in the building. What up, Punch? Leslie Toomer is in the building. You have to understand, man, that you can't control what someone else thinks about you. You can only control how you receive that information, how you respond to that information. You can't control who's got your back. All you can do is respond to how you treat those people who don't have your back. You can't control who's rolling with you. You can only control how you deal with those people who aren't rolling with you. You can't control if your family are leeches. You can only control what you do with your money when they come to attempt to leech off of you and your resources. You can't control if your job won't give you an increase in salary when you know you deserve it. You can only control if you stay at that job and deal with that lack of increase of salary. You can't control if your pastor is an idiot at your church. You can only control if you stay at that church, keep following that Christian rhetoric. You see what I'm saying? You can only focus on the things that you can control, and everything else must be out of your mind. You only got so much brain space to focus on grinding. And all of that brain space that you work on, the reasons why you can't grind, is going to take away from your ability to effectively pursue your goals. And that is the reality of this thing. Chris Real is in the building. What up, Riz? OB, the homie OB is on deck. What up with your homie? I had a situation once. It's kind of like this, man. If you make a mistake, let's see, having a child is not a mistake. Having a child by the wrong woman is a mistake. If you make that mistake, you can't control what kind of mother that woman's going to be. All you can do is control the type of father you're going to be. You can't control if that woman tries to make it hard for you to be a parent. You can only control how you respond to that. What you have to do as a man, you have to avoid stress. Stress kills men. Stress never kills women. Women have resources. Women have family members. Women have groups they can go to. Men, we don't function like that. Not enough of us are emotional to have groups like that. So as a man, you have to avoid stress, because if you're faced with a bout of stress, stress is a disease, man. If you're faced with a bout of stress, man, it can kill you, brother. It can kill you dead. It will kill you dead. So what we have to do is understand, man, that we as men can't view the world from feminine perspectives. Their world is different. The way they view the world is different. The access they have to the benefits of the world are different. As men, we have to make our way. There are some women out here that ain't got to do nothing. They can make a better way than you, no matter how hard you grind. So we have to understand that everyone around us is meant to be a tool in our lives. If you got women in your life, she meant to be a tool. You're not meant to be a tool in her life. She got enough tools. All we got is a Swiss Army knife. She got a full toolbox. She got all kind of power tools. She got drills. She got C clamps. She got a full workbench. She got what are the thing called? She got oh man, what are those things called? The clamps, the grips. She's got everything. You name it, man. She's got table saws. She's got hand saws. She's got all kind of saws. She got electric saws. She got chain saws. All we got is a Swiss Army knife. You can't afford to let her borrow your Swiss Army knife. It's the only tool you got. What we have to understand, man, is that as a man, you're what you got. You're what you got. We can congregate here, but in your life today, in your life, not my life, not here in the atmosphere, in your life where you are right now, where you're sitting, look around in your environment and tell me how many people in there will go to bat for you no matter what. Then pick up a mirror and look at the only one who will. Red Pills First is in the building. Tall J1 is in the building. What's good, brothers? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to have you in the building with us. The next thing is focus on your end goal. Focus on your end goal. Make sure you keep your eyes on the prize, but prioritize the daily steps necessary to get there. You ain't gonna get to your goal by prioritizing your goal. It takes steps to get there. You focus on that goal. Keep your eyes on it. But you got to look down on that piece of paper and make sure you're crossing off those steps that it takes to get there. Christians say faith without works is dead. I say a goal without the grind to get there ain't no goal. It's a dream. It's a wish. It's a hope. It's a prayer, man. We ain't dealing with no prayers in here. When you pray to the Most High. I pray to the Most High just for wisdom, understanding, knowledge. I can't pray to him to work for me. The hard work is my job. I got to do the work. I got the end goal. I got the know-how. I got the power. I got the strength. Physically, I'm healthy. I got to get out here and do the work, man. So you got to focus on the work. You have to prioritize the work while you focus on the goal. If you prioritize the goal, you ain't gonna focus on the work. You have to focus on the goal and prioritize the work, whatever it takes. Write it on paper. If it ain't on paper, it didn't happen. If it ain't on paper, it ain't gonna happen. Write a grocery list down. I tell you what, write a grocery list down next time you go grocery shop. I bet you don't leave nothing off. Go write a list down and check everything off as you pick it up. Make sure you got everything you need on that list before you leave home. When you get to the grocery store, I bet you don't get home and say, damn, I forgot this. Now try that same thing without putting that list on paper. Go in there, go up and down every aisle, looking crazy, trying to figure out, trying to remember, wasting time while you could have been in and out of there. You have to know what the steps are to achieve your goal and focus on those steps every day. See, if you focus long-term on the goal, on the end goal, that leaves a lot of room for thought. That leaves a lot of room for lack of focus because you're in a dream world, you're in a fantasy world. But every day, if you got a list of steps you need to accomplish today, by the time you get through with those steps, hell, it's time to rest up and get ready for the next day. Grinding is not just about working hard. There are some people work hard as hell every day and ain't getting no further in life. Go to a construction site and show me a man that's throwing bricks up to the bricklayers, to the brick masons. He working hard every day. He ain't making no progress. He ain't even laying no cement to build a house. He's just throwing bricks up. But he hardest worker out there. It's not about who works the hardest. It's about who gets the most done with their hard work. And the man who gets the most done with his hard work is the man who plans the most. It's the man who plots and plans and puts all of his steps on a piece of paper. You see, if you're working hard and you don't even know what you've done, even if I do less than you, I'm ahead of you because I'm tracking what I've done. If you don't know how hard you work, you don't even know if you work hard or not. You know how many people think they work hard? You know how many people, I give you a perfect example. When I get a client, I give them what's called a food log. Before I train any client, I give them a food log. I give them a food log and I tell them, take this food log home and keep it for the next 2 or 3 days and put everything you eat down there. I ask them, how you eat? You think you eat pretty clean? Yeah, I eat clean. You know, I don't drink no drinks. You know, I don't drink no sodas or rather. I don't drink soda. I eat pretty clean. You know, I don't eat every now and then. I have a Snicker bar sometime, but it's the only thing I eat. I eat pretty clean. They put that shit on paper, man. I break it down to them. I tell them how many calories they're taking in. I tell them how much sugar they're taking in. With almost everybody, the amount of sugar they're taking in is alarming to them because they don't understand sugar is in every fucking thing. Anything you buy in a box, in a package, in a bag, it's got some sugar in it, or it's got something that's going to quickly be converted to sugar in your body. They don't understand that. So the majority of people who think they eat clean, they think they eat clean because they don't track what they eat. When I give them a log and tell them track what you eat, they realize, damn, I don't eat as clean as I thought I did. Same principle everywhere. If it ain't on paper, it didn't happen. That's why I don't come in here and freestyle live stream. This list I'm telling you from, I'm talking from right now, all these are my speaking points. Once I get to a speaking point, yeah, then I go off into a freestyle tangent on it. Like all these things I'm saying right now, they aren't on the list. But the topic itself, the subtopic itself is on the list. Because I come in here prepared to give you information. So I don't just run all around sounding crazy like I'm all over the place. This ain't a rant. I don't rant. I ain't angry. Angry folk rant. I ain't angry, so I don't rant. What I come in here and do is try to share information. That's what I try to do. And that's the reality of the situation, man. So let's get to the next thing here, man. Number 3, surround yourself with positive people. I know you hear that all the time. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with positive people. But I'm going to give you I'm going to add something else to that. Surround yourself with positive people or no one at all. You see, people like to have people around them because misery loves company. You see, they tell you that the misery loves company means that the people who are miserable want you to be miserable too. No, they don't want you to be miserable too. They just want you around. People who are miserable want people around. People who are going through something want people around. But that is a feminine mindset. We are men. You ain't got to worry about having people around. You got to worry about figuring out how the hell to get yourself out of this hole, man. People around ain't gonna do that, but have you all sentimental, have you feeling all, they're gonna be pouring love on your head and all that. People who come around with positive energy know that you need to be built up real quick. So they trying to give you the energy that you need to motivate you to turn your thing around. People who come around with negative energy, they'll sit down there, man, they'll have you moping around. You be moping around about the same thing, man, for 5 months. You look up, half a year has passed, and you still moping around, ain't did nothing about the situation yet. So when you see a man who is going through something with a woman, and he let himself go, don't take no bath, He just let himself go. House all nasty. Calling in to work. He acting like he heartbroken. Something wrong with him. He gonna die because the woman ain't left him. Because the woman done left him. He can't get the woman back no more. That man ain't got no positive energy around him. And the people who come around and be females. And all females gonna say, you gotta try to get her back. You gotta give her some time. You gotta blah, blah, blah. All the females gonna say is about the woman. And then you get the beta male, some man John to come around. All he gonna say is about the woman. How you get the woman back? What you need to do about the woman? Get a woman some time. The woman wants you. You know the woman love you. When you come around with positive energy from an alpha male perspective, you're telling that man, get up off your ass, man. What are you doing with your life? That ain't nothing but a woman. You got a career. You got homies. You got this beautiful home. You got these nice cars out here. Get out here. Get up off your ass and live your life, man. That's what you got to do. Positive energy is motivating. That's what positive means. It don't mean somebody come around telling you, oh, baby, it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Mama, baby, come on. You want to come home, mama, I'll fix you some of your favorite dressing over there. Give you a whole bunch of cranberry sauce. Let you come over there, eat all the cake, pie, and honey buns you want to eat, baby. You know, mama always got room for you. Mama cook for you every day. You need somebody to do your laundry, baby. Come on home with mama. That ain't positive. That's keeping you in the funk, man. How the hell you going to get back right with somebody telling you it's okay to be in a funk? It ain't okay to be in a funk. You take your bumps, you take your bruises, you get back up. When you watch a football game, no matter how bad an injury is, somebody can be paralyzed out there. They don't just let them stay out there on the field. They hurry up and get them some medical attention as quick as they can. They want to hurry up and get you on your bounce back as quick as you can. Let's hurry up and see what's wrong. Let's see what we can do to fix it. Let's get this man back on his game. That's positive energy, man. So surround yourself with positive people or no one at all. It's better to be by yourself, to have people that ain't doing that but contributing to the mindset that you already in that's got you in these doldrums, man. Ken Wood, ain't it? I appreciate the super chat, Ken Wood. Ken Wood, the homie, always doing this thing, man. Always showing that but true support, man. Homie say you on one today, BOA, and you're not playing today. I feel you. No doubt, Ken Wood. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Real talk. Like the homie Dre just said, man, they're enablers. If you want to enable me to get out of this damn funk. Don't come, pacifying me. I ain't no baby. Do you know when somebody pacifies you, man, and treat you like a baby? That's what you do to a baby. Baby sitting there crying, agitated, won't do that. Put a pacifier in my baby. Shut up. That's what they doing to you, man. They treat you like a baby. You ain't no baby. You're a man. You got life to live. Babies got all time in the world. You don't. You're running out of time every day, man. Let's get into this next thing here, man. Number 4, opposites attract. So being selfish. Now, this is one that a lot of people don't get. A lot of people don't get this one. The majority of brothers in here, although you red pill, you know this, you're not going to get this one. Now, I'm about to expose something to you right now. You can't get this nowhere else on this platform. You got to come to the alpha sphere with the alpha done data to get this type of information, man, to enhance your life. Opposites attract. So being selfish attracts selfless people who want to help you. But being selfless attracts selfish people who want to use you. Y'all didn't hear me though, so I'm going to say it one more time. Opposites attract. So being selfish attracts selfless people who want to help you achieve your goal. But being selfless attracts selfish people who want to use you. You ever seen somebody who got a family that leeches off of them? They'll give anybody anything in the world. Anybody. Anything in the world. But you ever notice that when that person needs something, they ain't got nobody to go to? Ain't no selfless person coming around them to help them out. Nobody. Have you ever noticed that somebody is selfish? Somebody think about nobody but themselves. People always looking out for them, doing things for them, taking care of them, giving them opportunities, linking them up with people. Opposites attract, man. That's a theory that we all know. We've been taught that since we were born, since we were little kids. Opposites attract. Try to put two magnets together, they pull away from one another. They push each other to the side. Stick them to a piece of metal, they stick there. It's okay for you to be selfish when you are shooting bad. Hell, it's okay for you to be selfish when you're doing good. Being selfish does not mean you do not help the needy. It means that you do not let people use you. It means that you prioritize yourself. And so when you're doing well, You can give to the needy. You can give to people who need because you're doing well, but you're not going to give everything you got. Let me tell you something. A selfless person, selfless means somebody who doesn't put themselves first, who puts themselves last for real. They'll have $500. Somebody in their family, they got a bill to pay for $500. They got $500. Somebody in their family come to them and say, hey, my life's about to get cut off. I need $300. Now, they ain't got $500 to pay their bill. They'll give that person those $300. More than half of the money they got for their bill. They give that person that $300. And now they ain't got $200. Now, that person went and paid their bill or not. They could be lying. Most times they do lie when they're dealing with selfless people like this. Now, that person went and paid their bill or did whatever they want to do. And now the selfless person over here ain't got nobody to call on. And then the selfless person telling themselves, when I need something, I ain't got nobody to call on. But that's what selfless does for you. Selfless puts you in a position where even when you ain't got to give, you think it's right for you to give. It's okay to be selfish. I recommend you be selfish. See, they call it selfish. I call it self-prioritization. See, selfish sounds bad. That's why they use the term. But selfish and self-prioritize are the exact same things. So let's stay away from their terms, their negative terms that define us. We'll call it self-prioritize. Who doesn't want to prioritize themselves? Doesn't prioritizing yourself sound better than being selfish? But that's all you're doing is being selfish, man. It's the same thing. The homie dumb in his mindset and raw game. Alpha Kingdom is in the building. What's good, my brother? What's good with you, man? Yo, Alpha, man, we have got to link up, man. Listen, when I'm done with this stream, brother, I'm gonna hit you in the email, man. I'm gonna hit you up, man. We gotta link up, bro. Like there's some things, man, that I'll hit you in the email, man. There's some things that I think need to be discussed that only you and I could put the right spin on, man. So I'm gonna hit you up, brother. Real talk. I'm gonna do that, man. I've been super busy, man. But matter of fact, let me put it on this list right here that's in front of me, man. There's a couple of topics, man, that I think you about the only brother on here, man, that can really get into those topics, man, with the homie BOA, man, the way they need to be touched on, man. You know what I'm saying? These topics are something else here, brother. So that's what it is, man. Love for self. That's what it is, man. I love myself. I love me, man. It don't matter what nobody else think about BOA, man. I love me some BOA, man. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you like this. I can't understand why no woman in the world ain't chasing down Mr. BOA. I know me. I know what he brings to the table. He a hell of a man, man. I love that homie, man. You can't beat him. Nobody's better than the homie BOA, man. That's what he is. Another thing you have to understand, man, is that while you're in this process, all of these things that you're doing are just life tests for you to build up the things that you need to build up and do the things that you need to do. And that's the reality of life, man. It's real. Yo, the Dubai joints you put up was sick, homie. Yeah, they were sick, bro. Real talk. That whole Dubai joint, that whole Dubai, I call it the Dubai debacle. You know what I'm saying? The Dubai debacle, man, was crazy, homie. That was some of the realest shit I've seen on the platform, to be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a gang of respect for you before that, bro, but you showed out on that shit, man. That shit was real as hell right there, man. So anyway, let's get into this thing, man. So don't forget, man, opposites attract. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you do. Now, next thing, number 5. Always go to battle. Now, this is a big one. This is a big one. We use terms like strengths and weaknesses. Weaknesses automatically give you a negative outlook on a certain part of your skill set. A certain part of your skill set looked by you as negative in your life. But always go to battle using your strengths as weapons and your weaknesses as tools. From now on, we don't use the term strengths and weaknesses. We call our strengths things that we've mastered, and we call our weaknesses things that we need to master. No more are we using strengths and weaknesses. We don't have strengths and weaknesses. Your strengths and weaknesses are not things that define you as a person. Strengths and weaknesses are things that you deal with out here. Think about a weakness. If you got a drug habit, then the drugs is your weakness. If you're alcoholic, alcohol is your weakness. If you're a coochie hound, coochie is your weakness. Your weakness ain't got nothing to do with your skill set. There are some things that you have mastered and other things that you need to master. That is how we quantify ourselves, not by somebody's definition of us. Well, these are your weaknesses. I ain't got no weaknesses. Hell, you mean weaknesses. What makes you think is weak? Probably stronger in that area than you are. Why you calling it weak? But are there some things I need to master? Yes, of course, there's some things I need to master. You know, I am not an elderly man. There are things that it's going to take me a few more years to master, but I mastered a bunch of shit, though. Quite a few things I've mastered, man. Oh, yeah. You know what, bro? I'm going to check that one out as well, man. I think I started watching it, man. I might have queued it up. Either I queued it up or I put it to my watch later. I think I put it on my watch later list, man. That's what I did. So I'm glad you reminded me, man. I'll get to it, man. Because once I'm done with these streams, I've been needing to wind down on some more content, man. So I'm going to check it out then, bro. So that's one of the main things, man, that we have to understand, man. We have to keep that in mind, that you use your strengths, the things that are called strengths, the things you have mastered are the things that will win wars for you. The things you have mastered are the things that will win wars for you. The things that you have mastered, you mastered them because you were born with those skills. It takes a lifetime to master something that you have not been born with. How long do you think it would have taken Tiger Woods to master golf if he hasn't been born with that thing? Earl Woods said he used to take Tiger Woods to the golf course with him in his playpen and say when he first could stand up, he could barely stand up. And what he'd do when he could stand up was do the motion of swinging a golf club. That was what he did as a little boy. All day, he walked around swinging the motion of a golf club. As a toddler, man, what you are born with is your strength. They're going to be your strength. They're going to be the things that you master early on because you're already a master of them when you're born. And the other things that you need to master are skills that will simply enhance your life in other ways. So if you begin to master the things that you need to master, wow, constantly practicing the things that you have already mastered, you will be an unstoppable force in your life, in this world, in this society. T Studio, I appreciate the super chat, brother. So that is it, man. Always go to battle using your strengths as weapons and your so-called weaknesses as tools. You see, those tools are what you need to navigate. You go to war, you need to go to war. You go to war to battle. But there's strategic planning that needs to take place. And those were those things you need to master come into play. You use those things when you go to battle, and that's how you begin to master them because you use them. Not to win wars, because you cannot win wars with things you need to master, but you can enhance those things by using them to enhance your ability to engage whatever enemy you're facing in life. And that's the reality of life, man. Now, let's get to number 6. Number 6, focus forward and literally leave the past behind. I don't care what you went through last year. Nobody cares. How is what you went through last year going to help you go through what you're going through this year? Unless you have learned from that and built yourself up from that. How is crying and whining about what you've gone through in the past going to benefit you today? What benefit do you gain from complaining about the past? What benefit do you gain from complaining about the present? If you can't benefit from complaining about the present, how much less do you benefit from complaining about the past, man? Help me understand that. How much better do you benefit from complaining about the past than you do right now, complaining about the present? If this doesn't benefit you, that's going to be a detriment to you. These are the type of things, man, that you have to understand, man. This is life we're talking about. We talk about women a lot. But women don't matter if you ain't got your life under control, man. You have to control your life. And learning to stay level-headed through the BS is one of the primary things that you must do in order to make that happen, man. So focus on what's in front of you, man. You can't look behind you and focus on your long-term goal. The long term of the past is today. You're already focusing on it. You look behind you and you ain't focusing on nothing. If you look behind you and stay focused on your past, you might as well go to sleep. That's how many things you can get done by focusing on the past. The same amount of shit you can get done if you go to sleep and take a nap right now. That's how many things you can get done by focusing on the past. The exact same thing. Nothing else. And that's the number one thing that I've said about all of this, man. That is the number one thing. You have to not allow yourself to be focused on the past. It's not worth it, man. It's not what you think it's going to be. It's never going to pan out to what you think it's going to be. Never. It never will. Now, number 7, stay out of your own head with self-depriving, self-depreciating talk. Stay out of your own head telling yourself negative shit. What's the purpose in not surrounding yourself with negative people if you're going to be your own negative naysayer? If you're going to tell your own self, man, it's too late. If you're going to tell your own self, man, I'm too old. If you're going to tell yourself, man, I'm too slow. If you're going to tell yourself, man, I ain't got enough money. If you're going to tell yourself, man, I ain't good enough. If you're going to tell yourself, man, I don't deserve it. What's the purpose in living? You might as well have other people around you telling you that. At least you'll have company. Instead of sitting there by your damn self telling yourself what you ain't going to do, what you can't do, how you ain't going to make it. That's the reality of the situation, man. Yo, was something coming over here in my chat, man? Promote this train. 49 watching, man. 30 likes. If you're in here chilling with us, man, hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and bang that out, man. These are the things you have to do, man. Stay out of your own head. Understand that you are your primary motivation force. If you are not motivating yourself, no one else can ever motivate you. You are your motivation. No one wants to see you win more than you do, no matter who's on your team. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I got a little sexy, little hot tender right there and right now, man, to do anything I wanted to do, man. You understand? I mean, she loving this alpha shit, man. She loving this pimp talk. She loving this game, man. She loving this aura. She loving this energy. So if I say, Shout, I need you to handle this for me, she gonna say, okay, Dad. If I say, babe, I need you to take care of this for me tomorrow, she gonna say, okay, Dad, I'll do that. Anything else you need? I say, yeah, do this right here for me too. She said, okay, just write me a list of things to do and I'll take care of them for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got love for you, Dad. I'd be like, okay, Shout, I appreciate that. Appreciate you being on the team, doing your thing. You see what I'm saying? Those are the type of people you need around you. And the only way to have those type of people around you is be that type of person yourself. Be that focused on your own goals. Be that focused on your own endeavors. You ain't got time when you're going through the fire to worry about trying to spray the hose on somebody else. When you're going through the fire, you need all the goddamn water to spray yourself off. You ain't got time. And everybody come around you need to have a bucket of water. Anybody come around without a bucket of water when you're going through the fire, man, you don't need them around. And you damn sure can't be around turn the water off. You said, don't worry about putting no water on me. I don't want no water on me. Just let me burn. Oh, yeah. I don't need no water. Let this alpha nigga burn. Burn, alpha nigga. Burn. I know. You can't do that to yourself, homie. You got to keep it 100 with yourself, man. That's what you got to do. So everybody got to do. We ain't playing no games in here, man. We talking about how to live life, how to overtake your life, man, how to overcome life. You're going to face some obstacles out here, man. You're an honorable man. You're a man of the Most High. You're trying to detach yourself from the constructs of a system that is set up to hold you back. So, of course, they got booby traps and shit out here for you. They got obstacles all in your way. There are going to be things that you can't get over. There are going to be things that you need to navigate. There are going to be things you got to go over. You got to go under. You got to go around. You got to go through sometime. But all the time, you can only do that if you focus forward and literally leave the past behind. If you always go to battle using your strengths as weapons and your weaknesses as tools. If you understand opposites attract. So being selfish attracts selfless people, while being selfless attracts selfish people who want to use you. You got to also keep in mind that you must surround yourself with positive people or no one at all. You got to remember to focus on your end goal, but prioritize the daily steps necessary to get there. And you got to focus on controlling the things you can and ignoring the things that you can't. And finally, you got to stay out of your own damn head, man, with self-depriving, self-depreciating talk. The number 8 thing you must do in order to stay level-headed through the BS is to allow those who genuinely offer to help to assist you. Stop acting like you don't need nobody when you're going through it, man. The Most High send people to you to help you. The Most High send people to you to assist you. The Most High will send his gifts to you through other people. God uses people, man. And so if he's using people in your life to help you out, don't you turn those people away. Don't you get so far into your own head. Don't you become so selfish. Don't you become so miserable that you just turn everybody away. Don't you sit there and tell yourself, I don't need nobody. I can get out of this by myself. No, hell, you can't. If you get out of it by yourself, you would never got in it. You're the one got you in it. You have got to understand, man. Got to understand. That you deserve success, man. No matter what you're going through. No matter what you've gone through. No matter who is a negative naysayer. No matter who is holding you back, man. No matter who. You must understand that you deserve to get out of this quagmire that you're in. No one deserves to stay in there for their whole life. If you're a red pill man, if you're an alpha man, if you're a real man, if you're a masculine man, hey, man, you don't deserve to stay in there for your life. This is a lesson that the Most High is teaching you, man. He is preparing you for the next level. But it needs to believe that you can handle being down on this level. You ever notice that when someone decides to go into a new business endeavor, no matter how successful you are in one business endeavor, you don't just rise to the top of the next one. That's how a successful businessman who's a millionaire or a billionaire can start a new business that had to file bankruptcy on it because it failed. Because no one starts at the top of a new business. Even if you're financially stable from a previous business, you start at the bottom from the next business because you have to establish every single thing. So this is a process of life. The thing that you must learn to do is maintain on a level you're on so you don't hit rock bottom. Well, you can maintain from this level, so when you start from rock bottom at the next level, you're still doing okay from this level. The goal is to never be in that spot where you're in that quagmire again. The goal is to never be down there in that mud. The goal is to never end up in that quicksand. The goal is to never end up in that ditch that has slick walls on the side and it's too high for you to climb, for you to jump up to the top. That is the ditch you want to avoid. And that is why we are here discussing these things today on how to stay level-headed through the BS. The homie Justy Beezy is in the building. What's good with you, homie? Good to see you in the building with us, homie. Got 52 watching, man. Got 33 likes. Somebody ain't hitting the like button, man. Somebody's in here soaking up all this top alpha boss game, man. This is top-notch boss game in here. And not even hitting the like button. I mean, sitting there. Got free hands. 2 free hands. Won't even hit the like button, man. Hit the like button in here, homies. If you're in here chilling, soaking up this wisdom. See, this ain't game. This is wisdom. If you're in here soaking up this wisdom, man, go ahead and hit the like button. I ain't asking for no money. I'm asking for a like, man. So let's keep it moving here, man. So allow those who genuinely offer help to assist you, man. There are people who want to see you win. There are people who want to see you win. You just have to clear everyone from around you and allow those people to come back. Let me tell you one thing that you ain't got to worry about. Whoever comes to you while you down, whoever comes to you while you down, trust that the Most High sent them to assist you. Because people don't come to you while you down. Everybody loves a winner. When you're winning, you got everybody. Hit rock bottom and you'll find out who's truly down with you. You'll find out who's truly down with you when you hit rock bottom. This is the reality of it. So those people who come around you when you down, man, let them come around. Welcome them with open arms. Let them do what the Most High sent them to do in your life. Number 9. This is a big one. This is a mistake that the majority of people make in this society. This is a terrible mistake that people make. This is why people end up back and forth in the same scenarios. They're on this roller coaster of life going up and down. Life is good. You're at the top of the roller coaster. You're down the hill with your belly rolling. Now you're at the bottom. Then you go back up. Now think about the roller coaster. The roller coaster zooms down the hill. Going up the hill, it goes slowly up the hill, like the little engine that could. Get up to the top, it swoops down the other end real fast. The fall is fast, the climb is slow. So you must focus. But never focus on rebuilding that which is torn down. It's gone. Forget that which is torn down. If I bring a wrecking ball and crash through a building, knock it to the ground, don't worry about rebuilding that building. Focus on building a new construction that's bigger and better than the last. Don't try to rebuild your life. People say rebuild your credit. You can't rebuild your credit. Your credit is shot. You got to build some new credit. They said rebuild your relationship. You can't rebuild a dead relationship. You got to get out of it. Build a new one. The only thing you can rebuild is an old car. And you ain't rebuilding an old car. What you're doing is making an old car like a new car. This ain't a motor we talking about. You can rebuild a motor. But even when you think about rebuilding a motor, man, it's just a block with all new parts in it. Focus on building something new, bigger and better. Because now at this point, what you had before is not going to be enough. You're constantly growing every day. So whatever you had 10 years ago is not enough 10 years later. You can't rebuild that. Build something bigger and better. When you start from scratch, you can build whatever you want to build. You don't have to build the same damn thing. Why would you want the same thing? Focus on building something new, something that you never had before. The excitement of something new is great. There is no stress with building something new. When you're trying to build something old, trying to rebuild something, as they say, you are focusing on specific specifications. You want to get it like it was, or you're thinking about what you need to change. Don't worry about what you need to change. You're starting from square one. If you're worried about what to change from square one, you don't understand your position. Accept your position. Understand you're starting from the bottom. When you start from the bottom, all you got to do is build. You can build whatever you want to build. Ain't nothing you need to change. You ain't got nothing. You start from the bottom. How in the hell are you going to change something when you start from the bottom? What are you going to change? Your outlook? Your work output? What are you going to change? Don't worry about rebuilding things that have failed. Build something new, bigger and better instead. And that's the reality of it. West Indian Arch is in the building. What up, Arch? Shalom, my brother. Arch is in the building. What we're dealing with today, man, are the truths of life on how to stay level-headed through the BS in your life. Number 10. This is one. Now that this doesn't apply to everyone, but it has always applied to me because I've always accepted the fact that I'm alpha and I've always treated women the way that they need to be treated in order to be submissive to me. Not many men can say that they've had this, but this works, brothers. If you got this in your life, use it. Seek refuge in the supple bosom of a loving and supportive woman. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. You got to figure out something else. But when I say keep positive people around you, man, there is no one more positive than a loving and supportive woman who will do what she can to help you through the situation, to help you through the storm. If you got to go stand out in the rain, she's going to stand out in the rain with you and hold an umbrella over your head while you're getting your grind on. If you got a long way to go and you're tired, she's going to drive some of the way for you. That's if you can stomach her driving. You know, we talked about that on last stream. If you need nourishment, she's going to make sure you're nourished. If you need rest, she's going to make sure the environment's prepared for you to rest. This is one of those things, man, that's why when men talk about how women are worthless and they're this and they're that, I've had some experiences, man, that have benefited me tremendously in my earlier years. from a supportive, loving woman, doing whatever she could to make my transition into my next level as expeditious and pain free as possible. Even if it meant making some sacrifices for herself, even if it meant that. So I'm telling you, that is a tremendous benefit to a man. If you ain't got it, cool. You don't understand it. You're going to say, well, BOA, I don't need no woman. I don't need no woman. I don't need a woman to help me do nothing. She ain't got to be no loving, supportive woman. Or you one of those really bitter cats that say, there is no such thing as a loving and supportive woman. None of them are loving and supportive. They're all nasty animals. They're all beasts. You can't do anything with them. Ain't no woman going, she ain't going to try to benefit you at all. They're all selfish animals. Oh, they're animals. Let's get our guns and kill them. Let's hunt them. Let's string them up by their ankles. Either you one of those cats. Well, me, I'm telling you from a real live alpha perspective, man. If you have this type of woman around you, brother, it's going to enhance and expedite your ability to bounce back. And that's the reality of it. I ain't even lying to you. You know I ain't going to make this up. I ain't going to tell you no foolishness, man. I'm telling you what's real. I'm telling you what's real, man. Like, this is the reality of it. Vale Sauce is in the building. What up, Vale? That is something, man, that will benefit you tremendously. If you have access to it, brother, do not shun it on some bitter beta male stuff. Don't shun it. Capitalize on it. I am telling you. And she would do it just because. She would not be seeking anything on the back end. But as an alpha man who is fair to those who benefit my process, I will always give back. I will always show my appreciation to that woman. No matter who she is, no matter what level I'm on, when she enacts that type of benefit to my life. You understand? When she ingratiates herself to my process so much that she's willing to sacrifice things that she normally wouldn't sacrifice. That is a great thing. And it's only available to a red pill man. It's only available to an alpha man. There are many men out here who would tell you that shit ain't possible. You look at them, and if they call themselves alpha, you take the A off and just let them call themselves. And that's the truth of the matter. Steph Clink Scales in the building. What up, Clinks? So, that's an amazing thing. And I'm not even saying, man, that you got to be married or no shit like that. I'm saying just whatever capacity the woman is in your life. You are a blessed man. You're a blessed man. When the Most High sends you this type of woman, when you are trying to make a transition to the next level of life, it is a true blessing, brothers. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. This is a blessing, man. So, number 11 here, man. This is a big one too, man, because a lot of times you hit these spots, man, because someone has wronged you or someone has crossed you or someone that you trusted has done some dirt to you. But you cannot allow vengeance or the need thereof or the need to exact vengeance cloud your judgment or blind your logic. If you are focusing on vengeance, you cannot focus on your grind. Vengeance is a different energy than grinding is. If you're trying to pay somebody back for something they did, you're not paying yourself to move forward. There's two choices you can make. You can waste time focusing on vengeance, or you can take that same energy and build yourself up to a point where you leave those people behind. But you cannot allow vengeance or the need to exact vengeance to cloud your judgment or blind your logic. No matter if you're dealing with a crazy baby mama, if you're a woman dealing with a crazy baby daddy, if you're a dude dealing with her crazy baby dad, if you're dealing with some people in your family that been cutthroat, that lied on you, that stole from you, if you're dealing with somebody that set you up for a crime you didn't commit, murder, whatever you've dealt with, the only thing you have time to do is build yourself up from that situation. Build yourself up from that level. Graduate. Elevate to the next level. And if you're focusing on getting vengeance against them, the only way you can get revenge against somebody is to be on their level. See, if I'm on level 10, I can't get vengeance on you on level 5. I got to go back down to level 5 to exact my revenge on somebody that's stuck on level 5. Success is the best revenge, as the homie Alpha King says. Success is the best revenge. For all the negative naysayers, all the detractors, all those who've done everything in their power to hold you back, man, revenge is the best success against those people. Got 54 watching, man. We got 38 likes, man. Let's get the likes up to 50 right quick, man. 54 people in here. Even if 4 people don't like it, man, the other 50 should be able to get the thing up to 50. And this is the reality of life, man. We are living a life that only benefits us, that only we can control, that only we can determine whether it's negative or positive every day of our lives. Yeah, people can throw things in your way, man, that make the environment negative, that give you a negative energy temporarily. But the only one who can give you negative energy every day is you. The only one that can give you positive energy every day is you. You control the energy in your life. You control the dynamic of the energy. China White, I appreciate the super chat. Shout out. China White says, after I have to go, much love and respect, brother. I appreciate that, little sis. Appreciate you coming through, doing what you do, always supporting the alpha like you do. Justy Beezy says, preach. Most people don't even know your whole grudges. Yeah, man, they don't. They don't even know your whole grudges, man. They have no idea. Hold them. Don't act on them. Adrian Hill is in the building. What's good with you, bro? So I'm gonna look up here and see what y'all talking about in the chat right quick, man. I don't want to be skipping over. All right, let's get on into this thing, man. Let's keep moving here. And number 12, man, final thing that you must understand about how to stay level-headed through the BS. You must understand at all times. All times. Kevin Sanders is in the building. At all times. You must always keep the Most High first in all of your endeavors. None of these things matters, especially as a black man. As a black man, if you don't keep the Most High first in all of your endeavors, man, it is going to fizzle out at some point. You see, it's easy to rely on the Most High when you're down in the dumps, when you're in that quagmire, when you're dealing with the negative naysayers, when it seems like everything is piled up against you, when you realize you need the strength of the Most High. It is easy to be loyal to the Most High, to keep Him first, to talk to Him every day, to beseech Him every day, to meditate in His Word, to apply it to your life. But woe when a man becomes successful, when a man has achieved enough financial success where he doesn't have those financial issues, where the people who would hold him down don't have access to him and cannot affect him. That is when a man decides that it is him and not the Most High who has benefited his process. That is when the man decides that the gifts that he has are his gifts, not gifts that he received from the Most High. That's when the man decides that his toughness, his gall, his intestinal fortitude is what have kept his enemies at bay, to keep them from being able to be a detriment to his process. And lo and behold, brothers, that is when a man finds himself in a situation where he's once again in that quagmire, at the lowest part of the roller coaster, preparing to slow grind his way back up that hill again, calling on the Most High again, beseeching the Most High again, being loyal to the Most High again, upholding the statutes and commandments of the Most High again, until he gets to the top. The top is the hardest part for a man to stay loyal to the Most High. The higher a man gets, the more he feels like a god, the less he feels like a man, the more he believes that he deserves the glory for his own success. That he starts to rely on the way that the money moves the world for him. And he forgets that the money comes and goes. But the need for money doesn't go anywhere. So I beseech you, brothers, to keep your eyes focused on the Most High, his plan for your life, and all other things shall fall into place. This is not what I heard. This is not what I think, brothers. This is what I know. So once again, join me at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll be discussing the 5 steps to being on your purpose. There's many talk about being on your purpose, but not many men know what their purpose is or how to find what their purpose is. And we will cover the 5 steps to being on your purpose. And then again at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, we will be back on again so that I can discuss with you why I, BOA, support President Donald Trump, as all men should. Both of these shows will be lit. And you know I don't hold back because we deal with the truths of life here. So be there or be banned from the atmosphere. I appreciate everyone coming through, man. Amazing live stream, man. Amazing input. I appreciate all the super chats. Tall J1, I appreciate that, my brother. Vail Saw said there's actual passages in the Bible about this. No doubt. Dre Raphael said they begin to worship the money. No doubt about it, brother. That's exactly where the change comes. They start to worship the money. Ken Wood, peace, my brother. I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate the super chat as well. All about $1 is in the building. I appreciate you being here, my brother. The streams for later on are already loaded, man. So you should have gotten an alert, or you should be getting an alert. Truth Jackson, no doubt, brother. I appreciate you being in here. Hollywood Hawkins, yeah, no doubt what Hollywood said. Tune in to the best goddamn live streaming on YouTube, man. Block. Be on the YouTube block. BOA. Got that work. Come get served. Appreciate that, Hollywood. Again, appreciate you being here, man, doing what you do, man. Hollywood is always in the building. He is keeping the atmosphere clean from the beta male simp manginas who are posing as alphas, man. Tim Smith. Homie says BOA on point as always. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you being in here, man. Brother Tall J1, the lonely life of alpha is a real thing, man. I have an upload on my channel somewhere about the lonely life of alpha. I may have taken it down because the sound quality was bad, man. I got a lot of things that I've taken down, man, because the sound quality was bad, and I wanted to do an edit on them, do a good mix on them, man, and bring the levels down and equalize everything out, man. So I got a lot of things that I'm going to upload here in the near future, man. But yeah, the lonely life of alpha is real, man. But the thing is, it's not really lonely because there are always women out there who want to spend time with an alpha. Like being lonely, it's just a mindset. We think we're lonely because we're used to being around people. We think we're lonely because we're used to having relationships, but we're not actually lonely. What it is an opportunity for us to understand the energy in our environment, to embrace the energy in our environment, the energy of comfort, the energy of freedom. Like these things are amazing, but I would suggest that every man have at least 1 or 2 women that he can contact, man, and have come chill with him. We are not men who say that, man, we're just going to do away with women. I can't do that. I ain't at that point. If it get bad enough for me, I'll be the first one to tell you, man, damn these women, but I can't do it. Not right now, brother. Captain Sanders, great podcast, BOA. I appreciate that, brother. Red pills first. Much respect. Mutual respect, my brother. Chris Ridley. Peace out, my alpha brother. Good to have you in the joint with us as usual, man. Derek Yamil. I'm staying in tune for the next 3 p.m. No doubt, D. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you being here. Vel South. Say I'll be sure to check it out, man. No doubt, brothers. Appreciate it in advance for you brothers showing up. It's been real in the field, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Peace out. Once again, thanks to the cool dude with the wrench, Hollywood Hawkins, man, for doing what he does in here, man. Everybody else, appreciate you being in, man. I see you, homie. DeRay Vicious, peace out, my brother. I see everybody back in this joint again, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, man, I'm about to go have a lunch or a late brunch, whichever one you want to call it. Avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Homies, peace.